Good morning, YouTube world. This may be the best day ever. I'm not sure. But I'm going to tell you about today. The weather is perfect. It's just enough chill this morning to put a shirt on for a little bit. And then I took it off. I did something yesterday that really made me feel good about my project. And sometimes how you feel about a project is, it's kind of tied to a lot of variables. But what I did yesterday late was I painted the frame on this truck. And there's something about seeing it painted that really makes me feel good about what I'm doing. I mean, it just looks good to me. I ordered a bunch of this Rust-Oleum hammered black paint. I have had good luck with these, although when I paint with this, one thing I like about this is you can turn it upside down and spray it. It has a little trigger here, so you're not having to mash that thing. And I do have some of those little pistol grip thingies that mash that for you. But on almost all cans of paint, it seems like sometimes you can get all the paint out of it and sometimes you can't. So I've had pretty good luck with these. I like the hammered finish. And I painted everything yesterday. There's 2 cans so far, and I went way up under the frame all the way past the front wheel on both sides. And eventually I'm going to paint more. Like there's a particularly rusty spot right here on top of this gas tank. I'll spray that and around here. And I'll also get under it and lay on my back and spray it up under the bottom of the frame. And I'll get over in here and paint the rear end and make it pretty, and do all that fun stuff. I can see a rusty spot inside the springs that I didn't get, and so of course I'll get that. But sometimes just doing something like this that makes it look good just really improves your mood about the project you're working on. And it's nice to see some progress in what you've been doing. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Today I'm waiting for parts. I need 2 pipes that's supposed to be delivered today that connect these exhaust pipes that are down here. Yeah, if you notice how these 2 pipes are sitting where they come together like that, and then you look up in there, you should be able to see the pipe that they're going to hook to. There's like a muffler that splits that out from a single pipe to 2.5 inch pipes is what these are. So I'm waiting for the 2 connectors that go here. I'm also waiting for the fuel pressure there's a fuel pressure module that works off vacuum. It mounts on the back of the motor. I'm waiting for that. I was looking online, and there were people using fuel pressure modules that they could adjust, but every one of those I looked at was like $150 or more. So the one I ordered is not one of those, but it's an affordable one and a new one, and one that comes from a good looking place. Sometimes you can look at something and you can tell, well, that just looks like the cheapest thing you could buy, and then you look at something else and you think, well, that looks a little better. So I ordered one that looked a little better. I also ordered some windshield wipers, and I don't know if they'll be here today or not, but there's no rush on them. I've been planning to do this trailer, and this is for a young lady named Dee, and Dee likes to go out in the boat, and she hadn't been able to in a long time because her boat had a rotted out transom on the back. So I replaced the transom with some oak boards on the inside. That's oak. And then I put a piece of this on the outside where the motor will bolt, and then I sealed up all the little holes. I actually used black RTV to seal all the holes. That seems to work really well, and it's less expensive than some things you can get. So her trailer had lights on it, but they're broken off. And nowadays you can get lights that are better than these old lights that took bulbs. You can get LED lights that are waterproof, and you don't have to worry about getting water in them and having it ruin the lights. And they're not super expensive. this is what they look like. And I've got some connectors and I've got some wire. I'll replace this old plug here that's iffy at best. So I'll run new wire, I'll put the new lights on it. And this came with some neat looking little glow in the dark shiny things. I thought, well, that'd dress the trailer up really well if I put some of this to make it look nice. So yeah, I'll be working on this today while I'm waiting on the parts. So it really shouldn't take very long. I'm guessing where these have had lights on it before, I think there's a good chance that this will fit that. If I set this here and I look down where those two holes are for the old one, you can see that all lines up. So all I got to do is bolt these on and wire it. It also came with some little yellow side lights, and I'm not going to put those on. I always feel like lights like that are just one extra thing that could break and go bad. When I lived up in Maine, we didn't have to have trailers inspected, but you could get a ticket if you had a light on the vehicle that didn't work. And sometimes it's easier not to have a light on there than it is to try to make sure you keep one that works. So these I will not put on there. I did, however, use some lights like this on the rat rod a while back. I bought a package like this and added some additional lights to the rat rod because I felt like the rat rod it's a car that's hard, it's easy to not see when you come up behind me. So I wanted some big lights that would get somebody's attention, especially, you know, brake lights and turn signals. So I did all that. So it probably won't take me too long to get this job finished. I did roll the boat off of here and dumped all the pine straw out of it. That's one thing about here, if you've got anything like this and it sits around, it's going to get filled with pine straw. So I got all that out of here. The other day I parked it over here and it filled up with pine straw. So I thought, well, I'll just park it over on the hill over close to where Honeybay's washing her car. And I thought, I need to block those wheels up. Nah. So I disconnected it. It rolled down the hill backwards, turned around and went up this hill, and then rolled frontward all the way down and ran into a tree down here in the woods. It's got a little roller thing on the front of it. So I guess I did need to, yeah. Ain't that something? Literally folded up the little roller thing. I'll see if I can get that out of there. Or she said, straight ball of fire. Ricky, Mama would say, Ricky, you didn't do it right, Ricky. Dang, I said. So my fuel modulator came. But the way the sun's sitting right now, I don't know if I want to climb over under that hot hood with the sun shining down on me like this. It's probably pushing 90 degrees already. I think that could be much more happily installed in the morning before the sun comes up. Yep, I think it would. I think it could. Holy joy. Okay, let's go put a few videos up. Maybe I'll put up some banjo making videos or something. Holy joy. Hey, buddy. You waiting on me here, buddy? You want to go in? Cooler inside, ain't it? Yeah, Daddy, we like it inside where it's cool. Okay, let's go in. There we go.